Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. It's the end of 2025. We're hours, well, a day or so away from 2026. Hope everyone had a great Christmas. It was great visiting my mom. It was great being gone, but I believe Bolivar, it's great to be back. But we're coming into that time of year. We slow down after Labor Day, but people are still coming down because the weather actually this year has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
But it's the end of the year. After New Year's Eve, if people are down here, they're gone.
Yeah.
And January is typically one of those months where it's either nice shorts and flip-flops weather or it's snow and ice on the ground.
Get a jacket.
But it's also the time when homes are empty. And let's talk a little bit about repairs.
Okay.
Because people are blowing and going down here all year. If it's in the rental pool, it's been booked week after week after week. It's slowed down. They finally got to enjoy their house. Now they're playing catch up at their main home. And so it's time to do maintenance. Let's talk a little bit about what you can do to help them, but also touch on your maintenance program.
Yeah. So, at this time is a great time to go in and kind of evaluate, where you are, where you stand on your property, whether it be your everyday liver, VRBO setup, or just a second home.
Right.
We've done quite a bit of that during the November, December months, and typically we start getting some calls for that in the January, February, trying to get it ready for springtime.
Spring
again.
break.
And that's where kind of the home maintenance program comes into play because, I've said this numerous times. We're not going to be a handyman service. We build custom homes, we do remodels, but the maintenance program is tailored to a situation like this where we come in quarterly. We take a look at different aspects of the house each time we come in, and we make sure that the house is in good shape.
Right.
And it's ready regardless of if it's springtime or summertime or wintertime. The house is in good shape and you're maintaining. It's a preventative program. Now we will start getting those phone calls in January, like you said, of people that are trying to get it back in shape. We'll talk and take a look at some of them. This past week I was over at a lady's house. Dan had called you and asked you if you had anybody that could go there and take a look at it. You called me, we kind of talked about it briefly, and then Dan called Allison as well, and talked to her about it. She put it on the schedule. I went over there and took a look at the situation. A lot more to the house than what was originally talked about. A lot more going on, and explained to this lady that about the preventative maintenance plan. And like I told her, I said, look, I'm not trying to sell you on anything, but as I walk around here and look at your house and I see all the things that have been neglected, it becomes one of those things of this program would fit you perfectly. She explained to me that she had called a local electrician over and because some of her lights weren't working. Well, it's because a GFI breaker was tripped.
Correct.
So they came over and reset the breaker for $85.
Probably should have been replaced, shouldn't it?
Something got plugged in. It probably got a surge, a hair dryer or something like that. But she's a widow. She doesn't understand that. They didn't explain it to her. They reset the breaker. $85 later, I go over there and take a look at things. She's showing me what she wants done, and the breaker's tripped again.
Okay.
So she doesn't want to call them to come back out and do it again because she doesn't want to pay $85 to reset a breaker, and she doesn't know how to do it because they didn't show her how to do it.
Right.
So I went inside, but the GFI breaker is something that in a quarterly check, we check every single time. So if it were tripped or if it needed to be replaced,
you can let them know.
We can let them know. If it needed to be tripped, if it needed to be reset, there's no charge for that.
Right.
Like we're there, we just reset it like I did whenever I was at her house, and I explained to her how it worked. But those are things that people just don't know. They just think that their plugs don't work in the outside, or this outlet doesn't work.
And those can be tied to several different plugs.
Yeah, she had 5 plugs that didn't work, and it was all off of this one breaker.
Right.
But it goes back to that's the preventative maintenance plan we talk about, and she wanted some insulation on some pipes outside. because they ran PEX down the pilings instead of PVC.
It's not just, you just said you educated her.
Yeah.
You know, so that she can do it next time, or she can say, Landon, I've reset it twice now, and it keeps kicking off.
If we come through there and it's tripped multiple times, like each time it's tripped, we need to explain to her what it's tied to, why it's tripping, and then also we can test it at that point in time and see, okay, is it a bad breaker? Do we need to replace the breaker? And that's when an electrician can be involved. But it's one of those deals of, if you call another maintenance program, they're going to give you the name of this electrician. The electrician's going to come over there. He's going to reset it because there's nothing wrong with it at this point in time. You're going to pay that electrician, and they're going to go about their day. And these people are making money. Like just do it right. Right? I mean, like, just explain to them why it's tripping. You know, we went down there and she replaced a bunch of lights on the outside of her house last year. None of the lights work. And it's the peanut lights that a lot of people have down here, but those peanut lights, they have all the screws rust every time, and you can't get them out, and you can't get them back up, and it's very hard, and they're 16 foot up in the air, and she can't change them out herself. And so we're going to look at going back with some different lighting, different things that would last a little bit longer. But it's also one of those deals of, like, if we were doing the preventative maintenance program, okay, all of your downstairs lights are not working, but they haven't worked for 6 months. And you know, that's not very
safety for her too.
She's got to come up. But we saw mildew on the outside of the house. We saw rotten deck boards. We saw pickets. You know, different things like that, and things that need to be addressed now, because if you don't take care of them now, they're only going to get worse. And people think because it's treated wood that it's not going to rot. That's so wrong.
Especially down here.
That's so wrong, because where the deck is rotting is right where a valley comes in the roof line, and it dumps all the water off with no gutters, and so that's why it's just getting pelted with all of, and it's on a west side of the house, so it only gets the afternoon sun, and so it's a combination of things. But as we talk about these things, I'm walking around showing her these things as I'm there, and because she's asking me, like, do you see anything else? And I'm like, well, you should probably take a look at this. This should probably be something we should address. And look, again, I'm not going to try to sell anybody on anything. If the program works for you, great. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine too. It's more along the lines of, if I'm out there, I'm going to tell you what I see, and that way you're educated on what you have. It's the same thing if we go through the program, through the checklist. If I tell you, hey, the GFI plugs are not working, and the breaker needs to be replaced, and yet you don't want to replace it, that's up to you.
You know, and a lot of times, if you live in a place or if you drive the same car, little things, because they change gradually, you really don't notice them. It takes an outside person that hasn't been at the house every day or hasn't been around a vehicle, you know, for the last year and a half, 2 years, to notice, hey, you hear that noise? What's that noise on your car? Or, man, these boards. And so it's good to have someone come out that, especially someone that knows what to look for, and help you make that educated decision. You know, they can give you, Landon can give you his opinion on it, and if you choose to put it off a little bit, that's your decision, but at least you know, and can actually, down here, a lot of people are on fixed income. They can plan, okay, in 6 months, we're going to replace all the deck boards. Then in 3 months, I'm going to go ahead and replace all this and do all that. And that way you can sort of plan your year ahead of time and take care of it. But also, as you're doing that, you're also looking at other things to see, well, this is starting to wear and can take care of.
Well,
so
and it may
once
not
a
be
quarter,
it may not be that you have to replace all the deck. It may be 5 or 6 deck boards. But if you don't replace those, it's going to keep leaching through the stringers and the joists, and then a lot of the times those especially those wraparound decks, the joists will run into the house underneath, and they start to rot, and then that's what the bottom plate is sitting on top of, and just keeps snowballing from there.
Like, once it gets wet, it stays wet. So for more information on the inspection program, or the home inspection program they've started this year, a lot of people have had questions on it. Get hold of them, go to their website, fill out the form, let them know, hey, I'd like more information on this. and how it can help me and how you can help me. And then Allison will be back in contact with you and set up the initial visit. So Landon, thanks for joining us. Y'all have a safe New Year's Eve. Watch the fireworks if you can shoot them where you're at. Enjoy time with your families and friends, and please have a designated driver. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. We'll see you next year. God bless, and bye-bye.
Video equipment is sponsored by Crystal Beach Decor and More, located at 1959 Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas, and Beachy Beatnik Boutique and Jewelry, located at 970 Surfside and Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas. Thank you to these two businesses for being our 2025 video equipment sponsor for Bolivar Live.